Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on this week's YouTube video. I just had to come out today to do this, although it is about -2, so I've gone back in for my yummy blanket. Do you like my blanket? I got this off my friend Caroline, who has the most amazing taste in decoration and just makes me feel really loved up every time I wear it. So I get asked quite a lot throughout my sessions to facilitate change and empower people, you know, how do I protect myself? And when we first started 25 years or so ago with regards to empathic people, sensitive people protecting themselves from the harshness of the world and the chaos and the lower vibrations really generally in life, there was a real paradigm need for protection, and it continues in some ways today, but the answer has always been love. Love is the way to protect ourselves. And I don't know if any of you know, but I've recommended you look him up before, Dr Joe Dispenzas. And in one of his workshops, or several of them, they've wired people up and monitored their reactions physiologically, emotionally, mentally, with regards to their thoughts and their emotions and how they combine. And what they've found is that if you concentrate, if you feel, if you evolve into love and gratitude for 15-20 minutes a day, you actually create antibodies in your system. And antibodies, as most of us will know, are proteins in the blood that will help to defend and support you and protect to any sort of bacterias or viruses. So antibodies are a good thing. They create those chemicals that produce that defense mechanism for you, that protection. And so love actually is the answer of protecting both on physical, emotional, mental, all sorts of different layers and levels. Don't you find that interesting? Look up Dr Joe Dispenzas' work if you're interested in that. So can you, will you, would you invest a few minutes each day for, say, the next 21 days, focusing on anything that you find loving, beautiful, gorgeous, amazing? And I got given from Hannah, my eldest daughter, a gratitude sort of pot for Christmas as one of her many presents to me. And you sort of make a note of something you found joyful or beautiful or fun or you're grateful for, and then you put it all in this jar, and at some stage or other you take out that jar and read all the things that you've been grateful for. Maybe you could take that as an idea. And it's not hard, is it? I mean, look at our amazing planet. It's absolutely amazing today. So I find I'm very grateful for this. So what are you grateful for today? And what is it in your life that you love? Do you love something in nature? Do you love another person? Do you love an idea? Have you just loved a film? Have you just loved a book? Are you loving this video? I'd love to hear your comments about that. That'd be great. Do you love this video, guys? Sending lots of love to you. But love is the protection, and it's quite interesting, isn't it? It's like, okay, what is it that you feel you need protection for? First of all, it's usually something to do with fear. And it's like, well, you need to get really clear about what it is that you're frightened of. Get really clear about that. And once you've got the name of it, it's always interesting getting the name of something when you've identified it, and going with the advice we had last week from Gaia about going into the silence and getting the clarity of what we need. Sort of sitting with an option, sitting with our fear. Fears and resistances aren't about, you know, moving past it and getting rid. It's about actually allowing yourself to find out why it's there. The body is just such a miracle, and it's always trying to give you information. So why are you feeling like you need protection? So if you're very clear about what that actually is, you can then adopt something else. I've done a video previously on the game of opposites. If you go and check that one out, it'll give you, I've made myself very available during that video to be in the room with you as if we're having a personal one-on-one session and taking you through that particular area that's not comfortable for you, or anxiety or fear, or you're in need of protection, and how to actually flip it and change it so that you can move into whatever your idea, your own personal idea of the opposite of that is. But we can't actually, you know, change that at all unless we have clarity on it. So please become very clear about what your need is. What is it that you're frightened of? What is it that you feel you need protection against? Once you've got that, you can somehow, in some way, with many of the different videos I've provided and others do, use one of the many tools that we have to flip it into love. Love is the highest vibration. It is the highest vibration on this planet and well within the universe. It's there all of the time. It's free. What it does require is some moments of your life to actually give it your attention. And if we give our attention enough to a loving life, to a life of freedom, to a life of full possibilities, to a life of beauty, of health, to a life of companionship, camaraderie, to a life of all of those things that are definitely available to us today. It can't be quarantined, you know, love. It can't be. So whatever the environment we're in currently, whatever the fears are, whatever you feel you need protection against, get very clear on what they are, flip it, and decide today with me in our community, soul to soul, to turn that existence that you have the privilege of breathing through into one of immense beauty, creativity, and glory. So I pulled a card for us today from the Druid Animal Oracle for us today, just as an indicator of the times and what it is we might be helped with via the Oracle cards. And we pulled out one for our collective, which is the hare. And it says, the hare brings us the benefits of balance and intuition, of promise and fulfillment. But to gain balance, we need to really be aware of where we're not in balance. And to gain fulfillment, we need to be aware and be able to name where we don't feel fulfilled. Do you see what I mean? The hare is a creature of the goddess, the moon and the night, and yet it also represents the dawn, brightness, and the east. It is the most adept of animals at shape-shifting. We can never be sure exactly where the hare is in this world or the other world. It represents intuition, which makes things appear suddenly in our consciousness. As representative of the corn spirit and the two equinoxes, the hare brings the excitement of rebirth, fertile abundance, and willing release as each creative cycle comes to an end. With the hare as your ally, you will be well able to negotiate times of change. And you will be able to draw on your intuition to guide you through life. So the hare is our ally to allow us to be well able to negotiate these times of change. These times of change are here for a reason bigger than many can see. So it's your time to grasp that loving being that you truly are. Put some more focus on it, and then let me know in the comments field below how that's worked for you. If you like this message and the many messages that I've been giving over the last few years, do have a lovely comment below and subscribe if you don't want to miss any as we post them up. Lots of love to you. Make room in your own heart for more loving. Receive it. Lots of blessings. Mwah. Soul to soul. Bye for now.